Good evening, Misfits. We would like to bring you here tonight on the very last thing that you ever see the Shade Walkers do. Tonight will be a tale of torment and bullshit over and over again. Wish I could say it's going to be a peaceful time, but we all know it's not. There comes a time that everybody has to just follow the fireflies, right? That being said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, give us a comment, and always follow the ratings. Hey YouTube, right here.
And we're back. So, last we left off. I know it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks.
2 long weeks.
Sorry about that. But now...
Things happen.
Yep, things happen. This is one of the last ones that we have. The end of Strahd. You defeated him. You defeated the brides. Now, trying to find if the story continues or not. But you guys left the castle crumbling. One missing an arm. Got him stable.
Strahd falling through the void.
And now you guys are approaching back to Vallaki. Coming to make sure that the brides are fully defeated. That that Strahd lays dead. Figure out who succumbs from the battle outside. Who is left, still standing, and who remains to be part of the fall. It's been a long road from the very beginning for everybody. We started a simple way of you guys with your benefactor. Well, started with a group. One still remaining from the original group is Sivanak. Started there as a party, going to a benefactor's party. To lay claim to the heroes of that land. She ordered you to get rid of the group of gypsies that laid outside. Squatters. And then you guys simply asked them to leave, but they said, come with us. Because we need escorts back to our place. For our lands are covered in mist and danger. From a very dark entity. That's what set it off for you guys. Going into the mist, and now, and exiting that, being chased by wolves, the mist encircling you. You come to a land that none of you were familiar with. Fast forward, after death of party members, deaths of daughters, friends, adventurers, learning of the past of the dark entity known as Strahd. The vampire, one of the first vampires ever created. The Dracula to Transylvania, and Strahd is to Barovia. All these times, he has antagonized you. He has tortured you. He has torn you asunder in more ways than one. He has left you bloody, beaten. Some within a very sliver of life still holding on to it. Come to the close. What is in store for these Shadewalkers? A newer breed. That could still be rebranded, and that was the name of the original group that was Civinak went with. And if it wants to be changed to make you more heroes or something else, or as a group that identifies you better, name that does strike the heroes of Barovia. Will you guys push back the full darkness, or you succumb to it and live in it eternally? Will you pick up your weapons and face it? We rise to the occasion and become the light bringers of Barovia. Let's find out what you guys have left in store for the final part of the Curse of Strahd module. And continuing into the halfway point of the Curse of Shadows. Let's find out.
Insert.
The adventure continues.
And we're back. So, again, you guys are on your way back to the Blue Water Inn to the Lackey. You guys were helping Danica limp back towards the tower.
Scraping up the dead. Worked up.
I would say at this time,
Time to find out who we find on the way back.
Yerrick, Eivor, and Ryu with the highest perceptions that you guys have, passively. Going towards, you could see that Vallaki that was fortified. There are spots that have been, like the walls, half of them are crumbled down. There are scorch marks everywhere.
Like it.
So you can tell a great, a battle did take place here in the midst of you guys within this castle. Going in, naturally the first thing you guys see is the church. The church has turned mostly into a hospital, a refuge center. Yes. So where are you helping Danica to?
I will escort her to be looked at. Or get all.
Who has her right now?
I don't think we really assessed that.
Yeah,
but I
because you
brought
had
You were carrying Eivor.
her.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, Eivor was helped you revive. You were carrying Czar.
Yeah,
Czar
you
was the one that was unconscious,
Yeah,
and I
he-
helped heal him, so he's on his feet.
So Yurik has the one arm misfit.
Oh, okay.
He's not being carried. He's able to walk. He's
right.
healed. He has 10 HP. I will escort Danica to the hospital.
Coming
Or
with
church.
you. I'm going with you. Who else is going?
I will go.
Let's go.
Like, by looking at her, I'll do 19 plus. How do I, like, what is she punching? Bad, or, like...
Looking over the body with your, knowing the anatomy of the human body to begin with. Worse for wear. I mean, definitely, if she stayed out maybe another hour or two, she'd be better. So here, at least the healers that are here can stabilize her and attempt to save her. By the looks of it, judging and looking, like, are you fully going over the body? Like over her? Looking her up head to toe, she is bleeding internally. So there will be some type of surgical procedure to happen.
Unless people do, like, oddly interesting.
Not that many cribs around. So it is pretty much they're trying whatever they can to help her through, but it's up to her. It's up to everybody else. Going in to the church and seeing how everything's all like set up for like hospital, like for cots and stuff like that. People who don't have homes anymore, or a lot of people there. There's a lot of sheets. Some like when you're trying to lay her down to a cot, the cot next to you, you just see a guy breathe and you just swallow his.
For the first time out of all the times, you're actually going to see Igor fucking petrified. Like, completely petrified. Not really petrified, but like having a moment of like panic really bad. Like, you can see it on the inside, but he's still trying to act like a tough ass. But his eyes are just like darting around. And he's looking at all the bodies laying there and shit. And you can just like, you can feel the energy that he's giving off. Like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. So.
Danica.
Like, she's falling in and out of consciousness. When she's doing it, it's like.
While that is
I mean, who's what? You're still carrying? Is it no? You are. Who's carrying?
I have Z, or yeah, I have Z with me. He's not
Okay,
like
when you're doing that and you're
carried.
seeing that. No. When you're doing that and you're seeing the darting around and you know, going around and seeing like when she laid down Danica to the thing, how like that arm just fell.
G-Or went limp. Full on fucking panic mode at that point in time. Help! I need help now! Now! I need fucking help! And I just started freaking out and looking for somebody to help.
How close are you to me?
Oh fuck. I thought you were about the character. I was gonna go. I don't know.
How close are you? But you said you're beside me.
Yeah, I'm always right
So
fucking
she's
beside
trying
you.
to like splinter it. She's gonna push her arm a little bit.
Okay.
And she's going to use 4th level Raven Queen's Grace. Since I have a resistance to necrotic, it won't hurt me as much. So she's going to push it still, because she's trying to like stabilize Danica a little bit, like the helms are. 27. Just one.
I know, but doing that, I would say.
Splits. So 27. I'll do a roll.
No, well, I'll do it this way. If you're gonna use your arcane to heal both,
That's where she's doing it.
then that 27 and 27 is 52. You're gonna take.
27 split there.
Yeah, she said she was taking it.
Because I have resistance to necrotic.
Right.
Not giving them both 27.
I know, but you're exerting
Yes, it is.
Oh,
beyond measure. So I will say to this way, roll me an Arcana. Easy enough to push you through and exerting yourself more. So with that being said, they can both get healed 27, but you're also going to take 27.
That's just her being occupied. She's just.
Because you're ciphering out into two bodies, unless you're taking that 27 and splitting it into two.
No.
So if you're both healing for 27, you're also going to take the 27. That's with the doubling.
Yes.
So who went inside?
He was taking Zara inside. I went inside with Danica. He went inside. And you can do that when you're going in. It's just her being like on the fly, like she's just going like this. She saw him go limp, and she's like fading in and out. So she's like, I can do this.
Yeah. I was just like, hey, maybe you don't want to dump so much.
I didn't. That wasn't my advice.
Plus, we're going to sleep anyway.
Sure.
Then I want to like. He's going to take him off of his shoulder since he has like 27 hit points or whatever it is, and he's going to like try to stand him up in front of him. Like, it's okay, you're fine now.
He's gonna fly over.
And he starts to fall, and he's gonna be like, shit, never mind. It just puts him back on the shoulder.
Like cross or like a or something.
No, it's like in the cartoons.
That body, of course.
Workshop. In the cartoons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we see any other open spots where they literally just covered everybody's?
I mean, there's maybe 5 cots left.
And she's just gonna point to one, the random direction, and just stay with him there. I bet done with you. And she's gonna look around. I mean, while she's doing this, you guys can do your things. I'm just trying to like assess and look.
He's walking over and laying Z down, and then he's going to kneel beside him and put his arm on the bed, facing the fucking wall. Nobody else, literally facing the wall.
Fill off a nice claw-like hand.
As soon as it touches me, you're gonna hear.
And a very bandaged up Isaac. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, he's not lost.
He kind of looks like it though, probably.
He's beaten bad, but he's not done for it yet.
I'm the one who mainly kills. And people, and it doesn't really bother me as much, but having to be on the other side of this and then losing people just...
It's very...
Looks like you make it back alive.
Of course we did. We always will. We'll never stop fighting. And as he's saying this, he's like kind of like slowly rocking.
Like you're doing it now.
Yeah, he's just like slowly rocking back and forth. We'll never lay down our axes. We'll fight until we're dead.
At least you were successful.
least the town is semi-okay. What's just some...
It's gonna take me a little bit, but I was going to cast Prayer of Healing, 3rd level.
Okay.
So it'll be 3d8 plus 4 for up to 6 creatures. So I figure that would be Zar, Eivor, the one who's dying, his name is escaping me. Huh?
Danica?
Danica, yeah. You.
Oh no, I'm good for that. Trust me, I'm still standing. But these two probably look worse for it.
Okay, so then those two. So how many is that?
Plus if you're doing Danica, that's 4. I don't know, I can't count too big.
5. That's 5.
Go. Lie. In
5.
numbers. So 2.
Are you okay?
I'm not even in there, so it wouldn't even...
Negative 5 there. Plus if you want to pick a random person, or
How are you doing?
Isaac.
How bad is Cinemac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see
Well,
next during the
I don't know. I would check if,
Scoob didn't go in either.
well, also,
Just-
Scoob is not healing up. So
Yeah, he
he's,
dazed, so I just got one try human, so he's out.
so, Isaac, yeah. So, cast that. And it's gonna take me 10 minutes to do that.
Okay.
So you're trying to insert itself.
That is an 8, a 3, and a 1.
12.
Plus 4.
16.
Okay, so that'd be 16 points.
Isaac. Goodbye.
Okay. You're asleep.
We have to watch whatever it is that apparently in Straw fling him like a red cliff by the castle. We need to talk about this after. I need to know if there's something about this. Is there anything else I can do? Or any of us can do to help? Those people need healed. You're good.
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing. You two need to stay in heal. Danica is.
No, I'm good.
Danica has internal bleeding. We need some
I'll heal later
help
on.
when we can. I'm able to heal in my own way, but I can't mend internal injuries. I can just give back some of life. So if there's anything else I can do, or even if he can do, this doesn't mean that.
At the moment, we just need to assess what's going on.
Has anyone else come back from the background? I know the news went out.
Most of that.
While they're talking, she's going to try to send out for Erwin, and then she's going to try one more time for Tava, just in case. Because when we see shit in the castle, we never know. She's going to try to send it out to them and reach out. Can you hear me? Just simply that. And see if either of them will tether back. Even if it's weak.
Our response back to you.
Frank, hey, I'm gonna roll investigation. I'm gonna go through what's left of the town and see if I can find anybody or...
Okay.
Are we walking outside yet?
She You guys can walk out. She pretty much goes up to Danica and like takes her hand. And I mean, she's probably out right now. So we finally just
22 on investigation, Frank. Sorry.
Yeah, you did your investigation first. You do that first.
Well, okay, who's still out? So in the,
These two are getting healed. She's doing a prayer. I'm here. I don't know what Eivor. I don't know if he's in or out.
so everybody's in the church minus you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the only one that didn't go in because I'm just looking around. I'm like, I'm kind of having a PTSD moment. Like, shut up, pork chop.
22?
Yep, I rolled in that 20. That's probably gonna be my only one tonight. My luck.
With 22, scouring the outskirts. Seeing what damage is done, what's still there, what can be finished up, anything of that nature. Walking around and seeing everything. First off, it's a very familiar sight to you from before. Definitely looking up, seeing scattered dead, seeing the battle that kind of once took place there and then reliving your own. Some points that when you see the rubble and you're going there and you see somebody who needs help and you try and pull it up, when you lift up the rubble to pull out, this person, you see your comrades that you once knew. It flashes to them and then it flashes back. To where you hesitate. One to where you thought you was the commanding officer of the Drake Wardens. And then when you shake your head and come back, you realize that it's Erwin.
Hang on. At that point, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. So I can make myself louder.
No one actually do it because of the microphone.
And I'm just going to turn back towards the direction of the church. I just scream, I found Erwin.
At that point, she's just.
Well, as soon as he sees.
Stay. She looks to Isaac. You're gonna go too.
As soon as you touch your back feet touch the door, Igor jumps straight the fuck up.
She goes
Starts
like this
coming
as she
behind you.
does that, and she touches shoulders. I got this. You here? And she goes past and slowly, like one by one, touches the blankets as she goes by, and they slowly sit up. I've got my muscle. It's not ethical, but I can get it. Just forgive me.
Igor is not gonna fight. He's not gonna fucking do shit
You
about
see
that
people
one.
in sheets walking.
He's just gonna go. Oh, yeah.
They'll come back and they'll lay back down, but they can help me with it.
Meanwhile,
You just watch keep people like just cloaked.
I'm not even paying attention because me and the Drake are just throwing rubble all out of the way.
And as I make it jaunt over, I slowly do too. You see people, it's slowly blankets just flap off, and you see them slowly shifting over, and I point to pick up rubble, and I help, and they help. They just
Igor's gonna look over at Yuri and go, brother, I wasn't trying to follow her. I was just trying to get the fuck out of here.
Still between us two, it's not.
And he's not left Czar's side at all. He's literally just sitting right beside Czar.
How long was it going to take it for us to get everyone out?
with me being able to animate at least 5. So there's me plus 5 is 6 extra bodies.
Yeah. Something
Plus drip. Fake.
How much
and me.
rolls on top of him? Like a lot? Or just like, eh.
like an awning.
So like, pretty fucking heavy. Igor looks over at Yuri and goes, fuck this. I'm able-bodied. I do not care. I'm not fucking dead. I'm going out there. And he gets up.
The next thing that she does is, since you're the only one there, she's also gonna then cast enlarge. So you bulk up more and you can start moving more if needed.
Funny enough, I was getting ready to use enhanced ability.
You can do that.
Alright, I'm going to cast it 2nd level. Full strength.
Pretty much my guys are like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
So,
Either way, you see Igor come out the door. Because he does not want to fucking be in there anyway. At all. I'm fine.
So, different sight for Igor to look at. And see
Yeah, right?
That there are
5
So is that-
fucking
that's an
dead
extra
bodies
D4?
that were just dead laying in a
Extra
fucking
D4
quad
history.
that are now moving.
and now I have advantage too, so.
But I also see Heyu, like, big as shit.
You're how tall?
I'm 6 foot
So you're
2.
12 foot tall right now.
Yeah.
So you're picking up like extra ones, like they're slightly double reaching.
Literally, you're just gonna hear Igor go,
Don't crash him.
okay. And he's just gonna come over and get beside you guys.
But
Igor,
as this
help me
is
get
going,
this.
No shit.
What do we
right,
gotta roll?
What the fuck?
right,
Don't ask.
as you're taking the rubble out, you need to make sure it has structural integrity, because if you pick up the wrong thing, it's gonna fall.
Right. Well, that's gonna have to be.
I mean, depending on how big he is, he could just palm it.
Exactly.
I mean, unless there's enough gap, he can just, and we can
Yeah.
move him out. But
We're
we need
able
to make
to-
sure it
we're not
doesn't
dead
just.
yet.
You just need to make sure once you're lifting things, you don't pull the wrong thing and it come down.
Right.
So watch what you're grabbing at.
And believe it or not, at that point in time, Igor is actually kind of fucking smart. And he's literally looking at certain things like, okay, don't move that because of this. And, like, he's telling him that. And then, like, I'm grabbing certain things. And I'm just, like, ripping on shit. And I look up at him and I'm like, fuck this, he can do that too. And then he's going to go, he's going to go in a rage mode and just...
We were thinking the same thing.
Yarek's
Yarek's coming out and
motherfuckers.
he's going to go into rage.
So you both, but to make it better, you both kind of go like this, and you'll.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to grab the one really big
So
piece of
it
awning.
tells you the same thing. Just watch when you're grabbing.
And I'm going to look at Heyu and Yerek and go, come on. I'm getting this fucking thing off of him one way or the other.
Whenever he is able to be, I'll have me
Somebody
and
pull
2 of
him
the
out.
other ones just grab him out and we'll carry him over.
Not 20. 17. If I roll in that 20, that shit goes.
Nat 20. Plus 3 plus.
Yeah,
17 plus
you
6.
got it. It's
Plus
fine.
1.
We got it.
And the sheer force of adrenaline and seeing a very close friend.
I have no
Trapped
clue who the fuck he is. I just know it hurts
under-
everybody.
No problem.
I just realized I do something and I'm stupid. The vortex warp his ass out of there. Just. I'm like, we're gonna do all this cool shit, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
wait a
storyline.
minute.
This is so much.
Still, I was gonna say,
cooler.
this is so much better.
That's a
Skip that.
25 for your one.
I swear.
Let's just
sometimes
say
I'm
Easy
24 for me.
enough between the three of
23.
you, enhanced and enraged of seeing a dear friend trapped under stone and wood, quickly are grabbing it off. But I will say, Yerrick, at the very last big chunk, there is a massive pool of crimson. Do you continue to lift it?
Is there a look on your face?
Roll me a medicine.
Was gonna say, let me roll a perception.
Roll medicine or survival.
Whichever's higher.
Well, your choice. Instinct of survival or
We're gonna roll a medicine because or survival because my medicine's a +3, my survival's a +7.
try.
Just will I be picking up on any of this?
I'm giving it to him because he got that, like, to me, the highest.
25, 18 +7.
You know that once you lift this up, it's going to be a very grotesque sight. He probably doesn't have anything below the waist. Everything is pulled.
So this is more than likely
He's
holding
good.
him together. If we pull him out, he's probably going to die. Well, he's going to die either way, but this will be a lot faster if we pull him out, probably.
What do you see?
All you see is just fucking. And he stops and like looks like, what?
He's crushed. He's not gonna make it.
Oh shit! There's an awning on him. What do you mean?
Do you
As
want
he's
me to
like
roll
shaking,
something to the
holding this fucking
You're
thing
shaking.
up.
He's just like
Yeah.
I was gonna say you.
She's gonna
You know, like those. There
I'm
are,
thinking of the
there are
scene-
certain things to people who like maybe are caught
something like
between like a rock or anything from land. But if you move them or move the object, that object has so much pressure that it's stopping the blood flow so they don't bleed out. Lifting that.
It's going to it's going to literally be like crushing a fucking tube of toothpaste, or no, like whenever you squeeze a fucking a ketchup packet, like really, really, really fucking hard.
I was gonna say it's like the scene in Saving Private Ryan where they're on the beach and the guy's literally split open and his intestines are.
Or the Sixth Sense. Was it the Sixth Sense?
No,
No,
the 13.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
with the car scene.
Yeah, the
you
car scene,
undo
Sixth
the
Sense,
pressure
right?
that's
It's
would kill.
Yeah.
no,
Signs.
no. I think it was Signs.
Yeah, it was signs.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Signs.
when his
Yeah.
wife was
Yeah.
pinched.
Against the tree.
Yeah, from the
Car on
truck.
the tree.
Yeah. I thought
It was a
two
truck.
cars.
No, it was
No,
a truck in a tree.
It was a truck in a
That's
tree.
right,
It got
it was
hit by
a
a
If they
truck driver.
moved the truck, she would die. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the same thing.
So she's gonna come up to you, and I'm guessing I would see the same.
Healing spell.
She's gonna crouch down to Erwin as he alert, like we.
Oh fuck, I do know one. Never mind.
Oh yeah, he's awake.
Erwin.
Probably not even honestly in pain. Can't feel shit.
Nah, his body's in too much shock.
I want to be honest with you.
He doesn't feel anything.
If we move this, or I will be out of this. If we move you in general, it will be time. What you want to do. This is your choice. Do you want to do anything done? What we do? Can you heal him from like the squish instead of just slap healing? Like you can't. There's nothing you can do.
So Igor is.
We're
That would,
preparing a
that
10
would
minute
be
spell.
basically greater restoration of his
Do
points.
you have any of that?
Igor is going to do something though because he's like not completely thinking.
I can. If we drag him out, I could live with
Well, what I was saying is Igor is not completely using his brain completely right
Notify
now.
won't restore the body.
He's in a little bit of a panic mode, so he can tell that these two have it, like have the yawning, and he's going to bolt back towards the fucking place where she is.
I mean,
He doesn't know.
I do.
Is Danica safe?
She's. I made sure to maintain her. She has some internal wounds, but they will be healed.
Will she make it?
She will. Is there anything you wish you need to I'm so sorry.
Is he crushed under the blue water yet? Is that what this is? No.
you son of a
No,
bitch.
but roughly around like across the street is Fiona's house, or Fiona Walker, where Walker Brothers once were there. Is like almost like he was maybe trying to rescue them in some way, shape, or form. He got caught by the shockwave that was released.
So you're going to see Igor just fly through the fucking doors, come over and grab you, literally throw you on his shoulders and run back out with no fucking words at all. Because he just, in his mind,
people and they're starting to feel it, just fades away.
in his mind, he's like, oh, she can help me. So he's just going to run in, grab her, throw her, and then run back.
Put me down! I can walk on my own!
I will in a minute.
Well,
Fix them. What the fucking works?
The only way.
Just standing there, just holding it. Just by the sheer look with survival, he maybe got 10 minutes.
Unless she has a greater restore, some way to heal more than a simple injury. She's better in the church. I know you try. Trust me, I wish I could too. The only way I could is if... And I can't. This place is still... The souls cannot go back to the body. It's a big gamble and I cannot risk more by trying to force a soul back. I did it once and almost lost everything once. That's why I'm talking to Owen now. He wants. It's his choice. You were saying,
He go find the hammer.
There's one in my bag.
I will say at least, don't let me die like this.
It's a smithing hammer.
Give me a warrior's death.
That's what we can definitely do.
End my suffering now.
Switch me.
how about
Take the fucking hammer! I got it.
The sheer...
No, well then never mind, we'll move from the video.
You pull him out, he's going to bleed, he's going to be...
Fucking
not
crazy.
crazy. Body's going to go into shock, it's going to twitch, it's going to convulse.
Can you do this?
Yes, I can do this.
You two,
To send suffering.
what do you want me to tell them?
That I tried.
You
Tried to
succeeded.
save lives when...
Wasn't he like...
A coward? He was a coward.
What was he like? Something like that? Something had like a...
Yeah. I tried to be brave and look where I got. But I tried to save people. This is my fate for trying to change who I am.
You were. You were very brave. You were getting the words
If once we move the things, we automatically cauterize his wounds, would that work at all?
Nope. No.
He is
He's lost
literally,
too
if
much
you
blood.
move him, he will look like Spaghetti Stretch Man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can cauterize that, but you're just going to cauterize his organs.
Derek's.
Well, the only reason is because
No, I already said I can do that. I can't. I already talked about it.
yeah,
I
but
said
you.
it before.
Derek's gonna dip it on and I told you about the hammer.
The hammer?
When the night he was just hammering because Danica was kidnapped. To be the hammer for the people.
Yeah.
He's gonna take his hands, put the hammer on his chest.
You.
I see what you're doing.
What?
You are like to. Hold on.
What do you want to say? I can deliver that message to you. Speak true, and I will send it to you.
I tried to be brave. I tried to help those who needed help.
What would happen if we said the only background? What would happen if we said the only background?
Same situation.
But it's not going to affect anything more. Right?
No. No, it's not
Because
gonna
if
do
not us, understand that.
No,
It's better to know than to know.
I'm wondering.
it. So we camped it.
I hoped one day that we would have shared and grown old together. Had a family, not just be a refugee's shelter for the people, and to build that, but to actually stop this life. To have the tavern, to have it passed down in our family's names. That's what I would want. And in the old cask
I'm thinking it's super fucking
of the Red Dragon Crush that we kept, the one that was poisoned, I did empty it and store a couple of things for me in case of anything that would happen.
That's what I thought.
Have my way.
Just wish I could see sons and daughters of mine play, run through the tavern.
You will always be watching over it.
I know. But I never get to see the mocks of families that I see come through, or the gallivanting warriors that bring good into this room.
To hell you won't. To hell you won't.
I am dying.
You are. Yes, that is very
I
true.
will join this army of dead.
You will join the army of whatever the fuck it is that she follows.
Your soul.
I am still trapped.
You will not be, is what I'm trying to say.
This meeting, when this is over, I guide your soul to your God.
The Valkyries will come. They will take you, brother.
And then she
You've
looks
died.
at everyone.
A very powerful person. You died doing what you needed to do. You died. You're dying as a warrior.
Do you have a sword? You have a sword, right?
She had her hand
Dagger.
in, like, while she was
Dagger.
trying to get to talk to him, too. Close your eyes. Think
I'd
back
rather see the light one more time.
and look at the sun. And think of your moments. You were brave. You fought true. You are true warrior.
We will all rejoice one day in the Great Hall. We will share many of ones.
Alright,
Brother.
Here. Dagger that he's had in his bracelet. Sleep well. Right under the ribcage into the heart.
Now, she'll do her thing. She'll just vortex work him over the whole camp. Don't look. Yeah, before she says, she's like, look away. And she pulls him over and up to the next portal. And tells you guys, you two, to escort the dead back. Put the blankets over, escort them back to their pods. They did their job. They need to rest. And with that, she takes off her cloak and puts it over her. Yeah. Can you please help me carry over?
Yeah. There's not even
is
Suspicion. Literally.
yeah.
Well, if there's something we can do to carry, like, the comfort.
I mean, if you vortex work is finding a surface,
It's
a
just
solid surface, and then that's the hard part. You're not just going to be transported.
two persons.
If you do it, you're teleporting half of it.
So we're gonna have to lift it all the way up.
Let's get him out.
You're just leaving there.
No one knows enough room and everything.
With
Get him out.
you guys lifting up
Preferably
and
quickly.
holding on, now you see that the only thing holding on that you can see, his spine is intact, but there is no flesh. It has been crushed. When you lift it and you start to pull, you hear that. And the vertebrae snaps.
That's what I said. If there was enough room, she's going to try to, like, not just. She's going to try to grab.
Just with the knees caught in your really rubber on your legs and stuff like that. It's lifting all that up. With all the pressure from
You've watched
off of
Animal
it,
One.
enough pressure on it to pop.
There's no way to get the clock.
Yeah, it basically severed him. And the only thing was holding left was a little bit of skin. So we have half our one.
Maybe she wraps the cloak around.
And there's not even taking the dagger back.
Go back to the trench.
As Igor starts walking away, he's going to get to
One
your...
by one, as they come back, she, like, puts the sheets back over and lays them back down. After their rest, and thanks them each for their final
We're going to get into Igor's...
assistance.
With the look too, catching something in the wind. As you guys fold up Yerrick and have him in a cloth.
We have
Wrapped
Yerrick in a
up.
cloth?
Why the fuck did we pull up there?
Having Erwin in a cloth. You also smell the rotting, burning meat. On top of looking around and you doing your rounds, you notice that that forge is still smoking.
Oh god.
I'm there, I look over.
Smithy got knocked
Igor.
Yep.
Well,
Igor,
we're escorting him.
yeah, Igor just looks at him and goes, whatever, let's go. And we start running towards the fucking smith.
Forge 2. Some collapsed, but the main forge itself with the chimney and everything is still intact. It is cast iron, it is durable.
I didn't think was going to survive this.
But you see that the door to lay down coal and to start the smithing process is shut and melted.
For fuck's sakes. What are we doing? Do we need in there? What's left of there?
I need to take a look.
Just boot and look away.
Fucking move, then. Igor just fucking runs up and boom as hard as he fucking can on the door.
Roll strength.
One person.
Rolls a 1, breaks ankle, can't fight anymore.
See if the Drake is, because it's got resistance to fire for right now because it's red.
Yeah. 17 altogether.
21 from the Drake.
Both of you helping enough. I mean, with using the drink to heat the metal to make it more soft, and him hurting it, and yeah, as soon as you kick it open, you can just smell cooked meat.
As soon as it opens, Igor's gonna go, for fuck's sakes.
Black smoke
Wish I could say this is the
billows
first time
out,
I smelled
and
it.
Fucking love that smell.
it somewhat clears. Dwarven Smith lies within, charred.
I've always heard dwarven roast is really good.
You sick bastard.
Some dark coffee right here. Igor is not even gonna make a fucked up pun. He's just literally going to look and go, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. He just turns around and doesn't mean to, but he turns around and shoulder checks the fuck out of you as he's walking away. Then he's like gonna stop and look back and go, and just keep looking. Like it was kind of like, I'm sorry, but it was also like, don't fucking say anything about it, so I'll punch you in the mouth.
Igor. Send for Navarro.
Navarro!
Could have done that.
Smith! Is all you hear.
No, they were Smith. I'm sorry, I don't know that person. Mrs. Smith, that's not me.
Son
That's
of a-
not right.
He screams her name, then says Forge.
So as we lay the cloak down, she looks to Erwin, to Isaac, and just,
He died trying to save people.
Stupid nonetheless.
Moving close to the forge, I can only imagine. And she leaves the cloak there. And if anyone is, please let me know.
Whatever rubble there's
Being
left.
obviously our
Like, because I'm imagining, like, slanted shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever rubble there is left, Igor goes and sits on it. Like, doesn't pout, but he sits on it, like, with his, like, knees up. Just sits there, blank fucking stares.
Right at the forge.
Yeah.
Oh, Eivor, can you hear us?
Barely.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I think
Good.
the mic's over here.
Paul, what are you doing? We haven't had you a chance to say what you're doing.
Well, seeing that I have a severed arm at the moment, I figured best option would be just to rest at the moment. Just hop and think about what happened, like what's about to happen, what will happen at this point.
So you stay
So you
at,
show
the,
them the hospital.
at the hospital trying to get mended or find ways to regain an arm.
Yeah. Now I feel bad because I don't realize now that I'm talking like this that I'm probably not like people.
I mean, I can barely hear you. You're in the same room as me.
Cool. So speak loud.
Yeah.
So, I'm making my way through town, walking fast, and I'm forge bound. I'm guessing I'm just there. Yes, it's ready to say yes, and she kind of like,
I think it's you've probably figured out what we called you. Don't understand why we called you, though, but
because I deal with death more than you do. It's in the description. Who?
Smith.
Is he the only one in there?
I didn't see anybody else. He's the only one.
Reaches in her bag and just ties a cloth around her face a little bit and walks in there.
Drake walks in right behind her.
Are you gonna throw up?
he's a fucking drag.
Is there anyone else other than Smith and Forge? Is there anything stable-ish and flat that I can just drag him out with?
I mean, it's a charred corpse.
You touch him, he's gonna turn to dust.
Oh,
Not necessarily.
I might
No,
have
I
legit
mean,
PTSD
you could-
on the hair second.
He's burned to heck and back, but it's not like
No, I mean, something, maybe the iron bumps of a started shield.
cool. She grabs one, you hear a clang, and then she like looks to the Drake. Gonna help me lift him? Just thinking here. And she like kind of, because she knows he doesn't understand, just like
Believe it or not, it actually does understand common, so.
Easy enough just to push and move the soot.
Human skeleton normally weighs like 8 or 9 pounds.
To try to pull it out. This dwarven burnt person, like beyond charred, dead, yeah, he is very overdone.
so she's gonna have me and the Drake
Extra
hold him
well.
out. And then as we make our way, because we're trying to keep account, it's happening.
Holy hell, that's a
Count.
dark roast.
She's gonna, as I'm having me and the Drake drag him back to, she's gonna look for anything like cloth, anything that's around. She's gonna just
Poor Charles is over there trying to look at
The leather apron you used for everything.
So sit yeah, I go over by the like the tent cover that was on there. Pull out the dagger.
works too. Whatever.
How much would you say he weighed? Just randomly.
Like the dwarf?
Yeah.
Put it out, I mean, everything burns and
No, I mean like how much, if he was alive, how much do you think he weighed?
2 something.
Okay, so he would be roughly about 27, 28 pound skeleton.
So, yeah, either way.
And that just big bone.
Dragging him back with the cloth. Are you doing any more assessment? Because if not, you guys want to figure out what we're doing. I could probably cover more ground from the sky.
Gonna scour through here, see if there's
We
anything.
do need to plan. We need to make sure everybody's good because after we plan, I need to sit, I need to rest, I need to fucking drink before we go. Because if not, I'm going to kill something myself.
How big is the town?
Take
The
him
town
with
is
you.
like pretty decent.
Point to the
It's
bridge.
not huge, but it's not
You
big.
can fly with you.
Town
Help
of
out.
Valaki?
Yeah, the town we're in.
I mean, Valaki itself is one of the major towns within this place.
Basically what I'm getting at is would it be hard for Igor to scour this town completely on his own?
Not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's not.
it's not like the size of a fucking Union town.
No, it's spread out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at
Probably smaller than the area, the town that was in
Yeah.
present.
it's 4,000 feet from end to end. Widthwise is about it's 4,000 that way. It's about 9,000 widthwise. So you're looking at what, like 12,000 square feet?
Give or take. 13 maybe.
No, not that.
It's a, yeah. Well, I mean, it's
It's 36,000 square feet.
It's a 36,000 square feet.
It's still not a challenge that Igor isn't willing to try. So, as they're talking, he hasn't said a fucking word. Like, other than,
So it's about to 5 mile, 5 or 6 mile.
Oh,
Total square footage, yeah, it's about 5 miles. But I mean, you've also got all the houses, the rubble.
Right. But that's what he... Mostly, I mean, travel distance, you can only walk 400 feet per hour. 4 miles within an hour. That's 4,000.
it's not 4,000 miles. It's feet.
So 5. So take you about,
Hour and a half.
I would say about hour and a half, 2 hours to scour everything.
From a bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view, you can see what's crumbled and what's not.
But you're not going to hear anybody calling for help.
But
or anything like that.
to walk down and see anybody trying to get that's trapped under rubble or is laid dead, all that stuff's gone. I mean, the tower is still there.
But that's still only technically a bird's eye view, though, from the tower. So
The tower is probably is the best spot, but the tower's still there.
yeah.
That's the weird part.
Well, with them two talking and her saying that we need the rest of this, that, and the other, whenever they...
Meaning I'm saying this, that is the weird part. Most
Makes
magics
sense.
that is used to create something usually dies out when the caster's dead.
Yeah.
The tower's still there. You've seen the Megas die. You've seen him. You've seen dead of him.
Yeah.
But this tower is still standing.
You know what's weird though? Now that you think back, there's a hand that fell. It's New York. You said as soon as one person's arm went limp, it's no one.
That's true.
I just think it was scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say scouring around looking for stuff. Finding more so on everything that is to be done. At one point, you come across, a mother in tears, trying to see, couldn't find her baby, and in the midst of you going into the house and looking, that you see
Unforgettable scene.
a very coddled, swaddled thing still there.
Wherever you guys are at that point in time, the only thing you're going to hear is a fucking hellacious scream let out.
I mean, there are a couple things there. You do see some. You see a pile of feathers with, 2 people kind of like who have been slain.
Yeah.
So thinking that those were some of the keeper of feathers that were there, they revert back to their human form. Then odds and ends. There's some say half the city, half the town is wiped out. Guards. Linsky.
Oh.
I was about to actually go and ask Nick because his own logos and let's get monkey.
Linsky.
Noelle was here. She'd be so upset right now.
And Tatiana's still around. Still no sign of vomit.
She's tried reaching out to him too. You could either be unconscious or just not responding.
Or he's really dead.
That's what I said, unconscious, dead.
Well, every few minutes, you guys just hear a scream. Like, not like a scream. Just like a fucking pure rage-filled scream. And
Say
then you hear
after-
something break.
After everything's
It's just,
done,
fuck.
I would say like the sheer death toll, about 50 or so. 50 to 70 people.
Everybody that I find, I'm moving out from underneath of whatever's there, and I'm laying them out to be seen, not trapped. So they can at least be fucking recognized and buried and found and not just lost in fucking bullshit. Then I'm making my way back to the bar, because that's where you guys probably are, right? Either way, that's where he's
Well,
going.
it's still at, at the hospital,
Well,
at the church. So I would say meeting all back up at the church with you praying and getting that skull out. You see that there's about 10 or so people on the side of the church just digging.
Igor doesn't walk in. He sits on the steps, the outside steps. And you can see that his hand is just fucked. Because he just keeps getting so fucking mad that he just punches something.
Well, if I see people digging, knowing that there's no point to bring them in, to bring them back out, she lays the shield down and just... Whoever I see out there just typically says, I'm sorry. I leave him to you. I will be back out. I'll help you. And tries to go and see if
Some of them kind of just make the eye contact and acknowledge it.
there's really nothing they can say.
Most of them too are in that despair vibe where they know some people are digging. It feels like they're digging one mass.
I was
mass
literally
grave.
just getting ready to ask that. Is it one massive fucking grave, or
It's
is
like
it like
they're also
50
not shot
separate
of-
graves?
No, it's like a massive pit to lay them in. But like even the people who are digging, half of them are crying, half of them are trying to, just do it. They're just in that emotionless motion of just digging. But even with that, you can tell, getting to the steps, even just you sitting there, you can hear the sobbing cries.
But would I see these people digging this massive grave?
You're right there at the
Okay. Well, as soon as Igor sits down and he kind of gets his bearings back together, he sees him digging this big ass grave. Completely fucking frantic. Not calm, goofy fucking Igor. Completely frantic. He gets up and starts going for pieces of rubble. He just is finding pieces of rubble, pieces of stone, and all kind of he's just back and forth, and he's just bringing it over and over and over and over and over and over, bringing it back, completely fucking manic as fuck, just batshit nuts right now. I'm not saying anything to anybody.
Stack of stones like a headstone kind of thing, or just
I'm getting a fuckload of stones, like a metric fuck ton of stones.
Okay.
Would we need couple motions?
No.
I'm still at the forge.
I'm in the church.
I'll go back in. Sorry, I'll go back in.
You've been at the church the whole. You were helping everybody move everything outside in town, or did you stay in the church?
After
Look,
Erwin
after
stayed there.
Erwin, you stay in the church.
I'm good. I'm over 65.
Where would you be?
I'm like 65% or something.
After putting Erwin down, he'd probably retreat back more towards the entrance, the threshold of the doorway.
I'm sorry. But you feel a little.
Oh no.
Have you seen my mom?
Wow!
Shut up, kid.
character.
Shut up, kid.
Go sit, go sit, go
Which
sit.
side? Like my right side? Eric's gonna
The fucking music.
turn and drop to his knee. What should look like.
You can tell she's probably 6.
Do you know where you lived? He's gonna
Points to around where the forge was.
pick her up and
What?
I would say you walking in, he was wondering where he's picking up his phone.
What? What's going on?
she gets a bunch of nothing.
Oh.
Back and forth.
It's just like. Looking. Just like this. She says it very quietly.
Igor breaks his attention real fast.
Did you live right beside the forge? There's only one house, I'm guessing. How about you stay with Mr. Yarick and I'll go look for money? He keeps you safe. Does this kid look familiar? Who's the kid that we're gonna see? So then she's like going like, I will look for Mummy. You stay with Mr. Garrett where it's safe in the church. Right?
There's too much going on with the church.
How about
You can just tell her.
ADHD child brain.
It's not so much that as she doesn't understand why there's a lot of people sleeping in the church.
when we passed the Blue Water Inn, did it look stable? How about Mr. Garrick takes you to the Blue Water Inn and you can see if we can get something for you to drink and eat. When I find Mommy, I'll make you guys some breakfast. Sound good?
Okay.
Mr. Garrick, take that to the Blue Water Inn. I'll go look for Mommy.
Oh, good.
Completely emotionless.
She's just like,
staring
she
at
is
you.
in a hyperventilative because after realizing this is the girl that Havela literally bawled and said it's okay, don't move, kind of thing, saving it from the tiger and all that.
So while this has been happening, I've been like going around and like offering people prayers, obviously for their loved ones. Would there be any other children around? Would I overhear this exchange?
Yeah, I would say even going around and doing it, you already know of at least 5 that are orphaned. She could be easy.
Yeah, are you going to the inn? Do you mind taking these ones with you also?
Papa Yarrick.
I mean, there is about, like I said, there's about 5 others, including her, now makes 6.
That's smurfed up.
And I would say there are 4
I guess
boys.
we grew the
and
family real
2
fast.
Well, you know.
in ages from 15 to 4.
Jesus.
Yer's just kind of like grabbing his hair. One hand.
You guys can all play some games in the inn. Ice.
Should give to the babysitter.
I'm gonna like walk over to you and be like, they have nowhere else to go.
If Igor wasn't
I'd rather
completely
they not
manic
be
as
here.
fuck right now,
The first thing.
He'd be fucking G
No, you know what the first thing that comes to mind is?
No, they're gonna freaking all walk out with him.
You know what first comes to mind right now?
What? Replace her
Lilo's dictation.
from Berlin.
It's
Jabba,
can I
put the
chainsaw?
Back on.
Sure, but do not get at yourself a little bit. It's messy.
Yeah, no, she's got blood all over it. It's like, well, on the inside. So, before you leave, you see the book back on, and I'm just like,
I mean, you can hear the. As she puts it back on, you can hear the slight of blood dripping.
and as she does it, she literally quickly contorts into a raven. You see the, like maybe the blood, it's just off the wings as soon as she like, flies out the.
Drake falls right behind you.
Did you not say anything to me? You bitch. As soon as he sees you fly, he's gonna go.
Sorry, you see.
I mean, are you what's the thing with grabbing a whole bunch of stone and seeing now Derek leave
With
Yeah.
like 5 kids.
Six.
six
Six
kids?
And they're like completely expressionless still. He doesn't say anything to anybody. And he looks over at Yurik. And he looks down at all the kids. And he just goes.
That was fast.
Like, not even in a smart ass way. He just looks like. Oh.
He expanded the family really fast.
And then in his head, he's like, do I go with her or do I go with Yurik? Because they're both in a world of shit right now.
If we survived that, that probably was gonna happen anyway. No, adopted.
Would that even work with you though?
Fucking Yurik can beat up kids. I'm going with her.
Yeah, it can be our kids.
And he's just going to look
Hey, look,
towards
now
the
you
direction
can.
you went and fucking take off
Oh,
towards where
she's
you are.
going between the buildings.
Yeah, but I also heard them say that little girl say that it was by the forge.
So,
Meanwhile, back at the forge.
flying past to the house beside it. Is there any windows to go through? Oh. Does it look before I like flap person just
No,
does it look structurally integral?
Yes,
Hey, look at
it is fine.
Right.
Takes 2 steps and.
I lost my arm.
What is there as you are in are a lot hails of arrows. So a pincushion is what the house inside looks like. With the thatch and straw roofing that they have. That this, I mean, even going in, you can just see there are about 2-3 bodies in there that are just riddled with arrows.
I'm guessing mommy and daddy. And
Mommy,
mother.
daddy, and an older brother.
Oh shit.
And this is over. Your souls will be rest. I promise you.
So she found like a fuck ton of dead bodies.
I found 3. Mommy, daddy, and big brother.
That's awesome.
Alright, Drake, I don't know your name. Let's start.
His Drake's name's Josh.
No, it's Megan. Megan!
So after you've been there for like a good solid 5 minutes, because you just took the fuck off, you just hear doosh, and the front door just blows to pieces.
Sorry,
No
I can't
words.
do it with glasses.
But you know who it is. The front door just shatters to pieces.
Over at the forge. Tank.
I hear you. Make yourself useful, find blankets, and help me carry them out, please. I gotta think of a really good story to tell about a 3-year-old. Fast.
He just starts looking for blankets.
6.
Since
6-year-old.
since you're like upstairs, we just automatically do with each other.
Yeah.
Who else is gonna
finding
fucking
out,
blast the
I'm
door
gonna
off?
kick open the door, yeah.
seeing everything, seeing just the main carnage that this army of dead have done, just questions everything. You know, some you're reliving moments that you have never, that you buried. A lot of old, old emotions that you left under lock and key are starting to come through. And coming down with, seeing your fallen brother and seeing bits and pieces, reliving small pieces of this, seeing that you know death and carnage before Igor and Eric, you guys raid, you guys are harbingers of death in a shape or form, just to survive.
Now you're on the other foot.
Now you're on the receiving end of this. Yes, you have lost people in battle. And this is a town that you tried to protect. And you thought was fortified enough. It was not.
So whenever Igor comes up the steps to give her the blankets,
She just looks at you like,
since he's giant mode anyway, because still raging, and that's why he kept punching things every now and again. Not that he's angry. As he's coming up the steps, he just like slammed his head off of one of the top parts of the steps. Doesn't even think about it. Like, it doesn't phase him at all. He just and just keeps walking.
Blankets.
When he
Do I
walks,
see any stuffed animals or anything? Something I can bring back here.
Toys from Blinsky.
I mean, there are some that maybe, they're broken, but there's one that is kind of like a stuffed dog. I mean, everyone was through it, but looks somewhat intact.
she has in her bag an empty locket. Remembering something from Pop's view, she pulls out her dagger, she grabs a lock of her mother's hair, cuts it, puts it in. Same with the father, the brother, and closes it,
even
snaps it
better.
shut.
Even fucking better shot.
Puts it back in her pocket, grabs stuffed dog. You need to take him outside.
Whenever he walks up the steps after he hits his giant fucking head, he sees you doing that. Ha ha ha. Fuck. He sees you do that with the hair and stuff. He falls to his knees and starts fucking bawling. Like, unconfucking-trollably. Just starts fucking sobbing.
She like literally picked her up. She's like, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah. And then, like, since you were the only person there, after he does for like
You didn't see that.
30 seconds, exactly, he just stops and looks up at you. Still doesn't say a fucking word, and just goes, like, shaking, and just helps you grab the bodies.
Drake grabs one, I'm guessing, and try to bring him out, blankets over them. I'll make sure to let them know. I still have to think of what to tell the girl. I'm going to the inn, not to drink. I need to bring something for the children.
After moments pass and you reach the Blue Water Inn, that little girl just asks a very odd question to you. And as you're there and you kind of have them sitting at, the table, finding some type of, breads there, maybe some fruit, maybe some whatever meat was being cooked at that point in time that's finished, dry meat, stuff like that. There's not so much other than maybe water from wells that's been bucketed and stuff like that. It's probably the only thing you can find right now other than hearing the alcohol.
Yeah.
Alright, kids.
I'm
This is Earl.
chocolatey wasted. Yay.
Why are there so many people sleeping in the church?
Have you told 10 children this stuff before?
But it'll be the first time we've been over
But
this.
Eric, what do you come to tell the children?
I mean, they're all
Okay,
eating
Uncle
there. Like,
Eric, tell
like
us.
the older ones are.
Trying
You
not
can
to.
tell they're just staying silent and eating and getting shaky. I mean,
How to tell children about them. Written by Eric, the Viking.
I mean, one you could tell one's bottling something up. Because like all the other kids are there and you can just tell these older boys kind of pissed. Scared and pissed.
I'm sure it's not your son.
Kind of like looks back, talks, and you stupid girl, they're dead. That's why they're all sleeping. They're dead. You can tell like it's choking him up when he's saying this.
Uh-oh. Now Yurik's really gonna have some.
Let's find out how Yurik's gonna do with his real son.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
You little fucking idiot!
Hey, you see that bandit? What? I don't know.
You don't now, do you? Sanctuary! I fucked up!
Is Zero still there for that?
This is true.
Emily's trying to figure this out with the adolescents and scared them.
Huh?
How far are we back to the water while he's thinking of what to tell the children?
Maybe with the process of like what? Are you just reading the bodies out?
So they can find people that put their
So
blanket.
we're like retrieving that out, and I say maybe about 10 minutes away, 10-15 minutes away.
Garrick's getting himself a drink.
Okay.
Hang on to that.
Hold that thought.
You wait just one fucking second.
No, this would be one of those moments where I could see Yurik going, fuck it, and just grabs the whole fucking thing.
No, he's getting
He needs
a large quantity of drink.
And he took the whole fucking thing.
No, you shut the fuck up. And he's just gonna slide down the front of the bar. The tankard resting on his knee. I won't lie to you. They are dead. But at the same time, leaving the mortal coil is a blessing. Because everyone that they've lost, they get to see again. And in time, after you've lived a full life, you will see it too.
I'll see my mom and dad,
Yes.
my grandparents.
Yes. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow. 3 years from now. But they will want you to stay strong until one.
I don't want to. Who's gonna protect us now?
Please let me.
Right.
I don't have anybody.
I will do for that.
What's gonna become of me?
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Right?
That's just a series of questions.
I know.
Right. Get there yet? Fuck.
Like, how nervous is Jared with this?
Garrick's not even nervous.
But have you been, would your character have ever had questions like that from children?
Fucking child.
Being raised the way they were. Or, because normally they already
He's
know.
so numb right now
Yeah, boy.
to the devastation that's around them. He's not even touched the drink. It's just there.
It's stressful. Let's go.
Bottom blows out of the cup.
Bottle blows out the cup.
Let me talk to somebody. And I will have more answers for you.
So you don't know?
Right now I'm here.
Are you gonna protect us?
I have to, yes.
Protect us from scary monsters?
Tuck me in for nap nap and usually night night time, Papa.
There's only one monster left to face. And that breaks the guts between. Steal it away.
That would be good at no more monsters.
No more monsters.
At the same time she's saying that, you can tell like the upsetness is coming. Fangs.
No! No!
Hairs get a little bit pointed. Fur starts to come.
It's a werewolf, baby!
Really?
They were werewolfy. The central's a werewolf?
Yeah.
I will call it Fluffy and it shall be mine.
What the fuck, Frank? Watch out, can I borrow that?
No, you're talking to my cup.
No, I meant the mimic.
That's
To
a
where
perfect
point
way to
to
this.
where
I wanted the mimic.
you can see that she transforms into a pup. Wolf. And it's more pretty.
Is what?
Whimpering.
This is the central?
He's just gonna kind of hold out his arms to her.
Wolf out a little bit.
Like, this is probably the first time she's ever transformed.
Jesus fucking Christ, Frank.
Yarick's.
I warned you.
He's gonna set the cup down and just kind of hold out his arms open for her. You're not the only one. I can't do it right now. But I can do that.
So it kind of comes up at this time. I would say is when you guys reach the blue water band. So
You're
once you
right.
open the door, you see air kind of open up and a small puppy wolf climbs up. Or he picks him. Coddles and pets.
She's whispering like, is that the little girl?
You go get yourself a drink. Yeah? I got this, big guy.
Just walks away.
You're doing a good job here, Papa Eric.
To do something.
It's so hard not to call him Daddy. Dang, we ain't going there.
I'll be a good time to open that one.
We ain't going there.
Might
She walks up.
Time to go let everyone go get tissues, Frank.
To the pub. And I'm not familiar with the transformation. I'm not sure if she's going to understand me and or if you could talk about how to.
She's scared. That's what this is.
And I have she places down the dog stuffed animal, which makes a lot of sense now.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Places it down right beside you where the pup can see. And out of her pocket, she pulls a locket. And she places it around the pup's neck and kind of like goes like this with it, holds the locket. That's what you see. She just shakes her head.
Fur starts to grow on your rig.
I'm sorry, miss. They're with their gods now. But with this locket, she holds it like this to her and just, they are with you everywhere you go. And she kind of like looks up at the kids. Big guy.
And what's the...
What did they ask? They say anything or just say
She's been the one asking questions. The oldest one ever does spoke the truth.
they tend to do that when they get older. You know, it's funny. This is the one I've actually saved her life once before. When I was different. And she kind of like, I'm sorry, morphs back down to Havela and looks up at the pup and the earth. She tries to get the voice out. She's just like,
I remember you.
good parts.
No, Igor is actually looking at the boy that Yurik said spoke truth. And he's just like, not like staring down with you little motherfucker. He's just like, just looking at him.
Do you remember me?
She reaches out to like her hand to like pet the head, kind of like to.
I know things are scary right now. I promise everything will be better. All will be well. Yes. Do you see the sun outside? You saw it? It's a sign that things are getting better. Some things get bad, but after that, things will get better. There were so many strong people here, and there are still so many more. And I see some strength in you, too. But
She kind of like reverts back to herself. You see her like sitting down. A really interesting idea. She opens her hands out to the pup to see if the pup will come to her. She's like coddling up to Derek, or she's just really.
He finds more, like, I want to say, kind of like in tune with him, because he is a werewolf as well. Kind of like that sixth sense. This is another dog. This is another canine I can trust.
She slowly smiles at you. You may or may not like my idea. We've
I
got.
would say at this point too, if you like just holding her, she's, you could hear the slight.
Something not drink abuse there.
Yeah,
There you go.
This wasn't.
Apparently it was fucking laughing gas.
It was Igor's.
Oh.
Well, we're all gonna be fine. She says it very quietly. You can't hear that. You need a break. It doesn't beat, you know.
I
There
swear
is
to God,
hope
Igor was
for
gonna go.
wayward
Yeah,
children.
if it beats.
You gotta take a sip and go,
No, he literally was going to be like, yeah, if it actually beats. But
it doesn't.
He's not going to say that. He's thinking it.
Well then, children, gather round. Roll my thumbs. Check, she says it's for the kids to gather round. Sure. When this is over, you guys have nowhere to go right now. If you allow it, we can take you in. You have a new family, and obviously you'll never have to forget the family you have. I would never ask that.
Still making eye
But
contact.
we will look after and take care of you. It's your decision.
The oldest one just gets up, scuffles a chair, and walks right out.
That's fine.
So he thought.
What do you do? Boy, listen.
Whenever he's about to walk out, he gets grabbed. Not in a like fucking mean ass way, but he gets stopped. He gets a giant fucking arm put in front of him as he's trying to walk out.
I know I'm not the best with words on
Not going anywhere.
sentimentality. I do not mean it as an ill will, but I do not wish you guys to be scattered. I wish it so you can have opportunity.
Mom's here.
Your home will be here.
Parents are still in the hospital. In the church, they could still be alive.
They
I'm
will.
gonna go find out.
That's-
You ain't stopping me.
Go find your parents.
So kindly say, step the fuck off.
Oh, but she does tell him, go find your parents.
Yes, I know, and he's going to look at the kid and go, see, I like it. You're gonna drive. I'll come with you. And I throw my fucking arm around him. Not in like a smart ass way either, but I throw my arm around him and go, we can go together. Like it's or not. And then we walk out.
Kind of just, as soon as like the door opens, kind of just like,
I just follow behind him.
How are the other kids doing?
scared, terrified, frowning.
Horn in one hand too, by the way.
Should have known.
I mean, I don't expect it to be a happy, pleasant, but the only thing I can see, if anything I've ever heard, unfortunately, be scattered.
Some are just, more just needing concern.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, other than anything else like that, most of them are just in that, they're in shock. I mean, kind of going back, they sit back at the table kind of like they don't care, but at the same time like they know.
I'm going to... There's not much food around, I'm guessing.
A couple of dry meats and bread.
I'm going to see if I can look in the kitchen.
I mean, one
I'm
is
just going to be
like,
plenty of hungry people.
you see like there's a little bit of an older girl, maybe 12, and it's kind of like nursing the kids, as far as like trying to be like the big sister to everyone, or at least to the young ones, and looking over at like maybe a boy who's 10 who's trying to like pull that help, like he's looking at him like to help out, like they're trying to.
And she'll look at the girl. Because they're, other than them being You do. Good job. Keep an eye over them. I'm gonna see if I can make some more food. If you need anything when I come back, I'll see what I can do to help. You're still like popping the puppy.
I'd say the midst of this pork chop too.
Yeah.
The boy kind of like stops and like collapses a little bit, starts to cry.
As soon as he does, that's the entire reason why Egar did that any fucking way. But as soon as he does, as soon as he does, he's going to walk up behind the boy and place both hands on his shoulders. And I'm going to come out of rage mode. So I'm not fucking giant. I'm going to come out of rage mode. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything is going to be okay. It's not how life works, and you know this. But I will tell you one thing. Feelings are something you're allowed to have. Do not hide them. Whenever you are sad, cry. Whenever you are angry, show it. Everything that you need to feel, you're allowed to feel. You'll grow up to be an asshole like me, and you don't want to. And then I'm going to pick his ass up. I'm going to reach down and I'm going to pick him the fuck up and I'm going to turn him around. No matter what the outcome is of this. Today's the day you become a man, bro.
I already am.
He kind of like, just like stops, looks at you, starts to convulse.
Convulse?
Like a seizure.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. So, of course, Egar is going to immediately grab a hold of him and take him to the ground. And whenever he gets to the ground, he's going to start hollering. You know, actually, he's not going to holler. He's not. He's going to, whenever he's on the ground with the boy, he's going to pull him close as he possibly can to keep him from, like, fucking whacking his head off or shit. And he's going to literally sit there and try to calm him down to see if, like, you know, it's some type of seizure or some shit.
You're almost for survival.
Been up since 5.
Now 20 plus 1.
That's what time it is after school now.
It's not so much a seizure, but it starts to grow feathers.
I've seen them transform before, so it's not something that's, like, completely fucking brand new to him. So as he's starting to do so, Igor is literally going to place a hand on each side of his head and be like, it's okay. I'm right here. It's fine. It's okay.
And they're in the half bird, half human form of a bipedal were-raven.
Oh. No.
Oh, he got a were-raven.
Oh no. You saw the
Keep
ones
her
that
feathers.
fell from the cuckoo's nest.
I'm going to look at him and go, see? Told you today's the day you become a man.
Looks at you and just flies.
So he just fucked off.
That's literally what Igor does. He just looks up at him flying away and just goes.
Tell him
will
to go
say-
find his parents.
After some time has passed between everything that's done, you three being out and about, you still in the church area.
I say, I'm walking back to the bar.
I don't really need to go anywhere else.
Spilled my fucking drink hoping that kid. Go back to the fucking bar.
I would say Isaac comes up to you to all remaining who are still at the church. Tonight we will talk. We will have I'm not good with words, but you being a holy person and gone forever. I want to give burial rites to all that did not make it. And doing what I know best to do so that they can't come back from the dead. That's why the massive pit was being dug. I will burn them all. Do a memorial for them. If you can help me out. And at the same time, kind of like when he's doing that, Danica wakes up. Comes around, and is just there. You can tell that she's sore, bruised, battered, drugged. Well, not really drugged with whatever type of medicinal plants they have, but all is first words out of her mouth is preserve. Isaac's just like, Isaac looks and is like, I hate being who I am. Then asked for this position. Kind of walks over. Just walks over the best he can to her. He tells her. You can hear the hysterical cries of everything that's happened. You can tell, like, just a moment of silence kind of comes over everybody, and they all hear this very hysterical moment of silence. Dusk slowly starts to approach as everything happens. Before, the funeral rites are about to go, everybody's, the people who are there who help dig the graves or covering up the bodies in cloths, linens, whatever they can find, wrapping them up. Along with Father Lucian, who's helping kind of lay the bodies down in some type of percent into this massive pit. So before we do this, we're going to take a quick break.
Grab your tissues.
Grab your tissues, grab something to drink, get your snacks, we'll be back.
Yep.
Son of a bitch, Frank.
The wrong choices.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Porkchop here from D20 Mistfits. As you can already tell from previous videos, we have a sponsor by the name of I'd like to talk to you about them real quick. They have great energy, focus, concentration, all that. They have no jitters. You are laser focused, brain food. It's all that, all the above. It's amazing. It's awesome. I'm not really a huge energy drink person, so I tried this stuff. I love it. It's awesome. Y'all need to check it out. W.com and use our promo code D20 Mistfits 10. Have a good one.
leads to an early grave.
Whoa!
And we're back.
I found a cookie.
Well done.
You're welcome.
So, at this point in time,
We started to buffer.
no. I would say at this point in time, you guys get messenger runs around kind of like with like a bell. You hear it goes, you know, town crier, kind of like at dusk.
So everybody else died but the town crier.
For for the funeral rites. It's pretty much everything. Everybody's hearing it. So it's, you guys all hear this out in the water. All gathered around, people are kind of like, we're all taking that moment. But they know that, it needs to be done.
Well, Igor is drinking, shocker, and he's looking at the children. And he really hasn't said shit to hardly anybody. He's just really fucking quiet, but he just keeps looking at the kids. And you can see him start thinking. And he looks back, looks around for a couple seconds. Then you just see a smile come over his face for the first time all day. A smile just washes over him, and he goes. And he goes outside. He starts gathering just different shit. Wood and different stones and just a bunch of little different shit. And he comes back in and he sets it all up on the bar. He starts putting it all together. And he looks over and he starts looking for a bowl. He finds a bowl and sets the bowl down. He starts burning the end of the wood to where it starts to blacken. He scrapes it with the bowl. He takes stones and starts scraping different stones with the bowl. Just look around, find some water, and scrape, pour a little bit of water and starts mixing them all around. Still hasn't said
She's
shit to
watching you,
anybody.
looking at the kids, looking at Yerk and going,
And then mixes everything around, does the exact same thing with a different bowl, but in a different way. Does it again with another bowl in a completely different way. So you look up, and at the bar, there's 3 different bowls. One bowl has black, one bowl has white, and the other bowl has blue.
I see. Actually, I was in the kitchen, so I'm coming out with food. And then I look here, and I look at you right behind you.
The fuck?
Igor just literally looks up and goes, makeup time. Completely lose.
Hey,
He's
Doc. And
lost.
you just smell meat and stuff, and she's like, take something off the field. And,
Just grabs something, puts it in his mouth,
And
grabs
goes and
all 3
places
bowls,
it-
walks
places it
over
on
towards
the
the
table.
kids, sets everything down and goes, so which one of you would like to do my makeup? Anyone? I believe Yerek wants some too. All of us would enjoy to have our faces painted.
Are you
Wouldn't
saying-
you? Wouldn't you?
Are you saying
Yes,
I'm-
look, she would. See? Let's
You're
go.
Yerk now.
Let's all get our faces painted. It'll be fun. Would that not be fun, hey you?
I'm not there.
Exactly.
You just see a dotted outline of where he's being like, yeah, he likes
Bing.
it too. Like, I think he's
The
part of
blinking
these.
spot.
And whatever little child there is that's not the 6-year-old little girl, because that's probably still up Eric's ass, he's going to grab another kid and just
By the time, before you finish this, by the time you've held this,
I'm just thinking, she's wolf form, dog sniffing each.
did you kind of wolf out the older?
But he goes over to another like small child, picks the kid up, and goes, "Would you like to do my makeup? It looks like you would have fun doing it." Then I just start throwing the kid up in the air, playing with it. Not like, "Ah, fuck you, kid," but like just like joking around, playing with the kid, trying to like, make everybody laugh.
Roll a Constitution saving throw for the child. I'm afraid right now the way he's acting.
Well, that's one less we have to worry about.
Terrified.
Because you strewed
Fucking terrified.
Are they scared right now? How about you
Roll
show
persuasion.
them first? Show them what you're doing first.
Oh, I'm going to.
Just threw them to the fucking...
Fucking eight.
Okay.
15 plus 1. So 16.
I mean, they start to get like a little cheery up, and one comes up and just
We're gonna go to a funeral ceremony. He's gonna look like a freaking gate show coming out.
Clown.
What did you do?
Geisha clown.
You little shit. So then he takes some on its forehead.
so they start to get like they start seeing a little play, and then starting to more kids are starting to join in, and they're all starting to like.
And you like the bad part about
start
this?
painting.
Yeah.
Well, I dip my hands in the blue a little bit. I'm like, yeah, right? Swap.
It's like half on his face and just kind of trails across
Is
the
the little
fucking
one
bar.
out right now at the moment? Like when she's still out? Because that would be hilarious just to see it.
I mean, kind of like scares her enough to wake up.
I'm being rambunctious as fuck. Pretty sure the little girl should be awakened by now because like Egar's just jumping around the bar, all kind of crazy shit.
I mean, she is starting to like wake up like from this little nap, but she starts to like revert back to human.
As soon as she reverts back to human, Egar's already making his way over to Yurik. And as soon as she reverts back to human, I'm gonna look and go, "Come here," and I'm gonna grab her and go, "Come to Uncle Egar," and then he's going to just take her and play with her and go over to the paint and go, "Come on, let's go, let's have fun." And I'll take some out and rub it on her face, just giddy as a motherfucker,
Get a better
happy,
idea.
goofy, just running
Take a
around.
scoop and just clean it.
I bet you can't hit me. None of you can. Let's go. Fuck.
I wasn't ready.
That was lucky. Bet you can't do it again. And he's going to start just bolting around the entire bar, having the kids chase after
She's
him. and
gonna
shit.
walk in and the bar's getting painted.
Welcome to the multicolored inn.
I mean, easy enough to do. Like the kids are starting to get a little bit more into it, and he's now flinging paint and stuff around. So there is a little bit of enjoyment coming.
The girl, I'm guessing, you love is now making.
After a little bit of time of playing and stuff, Igor's probably covered in different bullshit.
Covered in different bullshit.
Yeah, different bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
He's going to look and go, "Okay,
We don't know
Now-
what's all over for, so.
I have another idea. Let's do a serious paint on Uncle Igor. So, what I want you guys to do," and then I explain the fucking, like the funeral
like-
rites. Yeah, I mean, I explain the funeral rites to
Dumb
the
it
kids.
down.
Yeah, but I dumb it down. And then I wipe my face off as much as I can, and I'm like, "So, let's do that, okay?" And then I sat down and I let him, I tried to explain to him how to do it and shit like that. And then I'm like, "You're pretty wants it too. So we both have to do this, okay?
We're making
It'll be really fun, I promise." Like, literally, Igor is floaty right now. Just goofy as shit, bad shit, floating around, saying all kind of crazy shit. Drinking like a motherfucker.
It's not gonna be the best.
Oh, I know.
It is done though, but I mean, when the kids come and like they do like one streak on you, the girl kind of like wants to take over and just start like just doing just you and not anybody else. Almost like, I'm gonna say almost like an imprint, but not.
Right.
Did my were-raven kid come back yet? Yes. As soon as he walks through the door, Igor's gonna look at him and go,
He's
come on,
so cute.
we're having fun.
We have serotonin before we die.
But yeah, I mean, the kid comes over, kind of sees what's all going on. Be like, "You look like shit."
What is it?
It doesn't hurt to have fun, boy. Now, stop being a hard ass and help me. Or I'll paint you. And then I'd literally reach down and go, and just throw paint at him.
She grabs one of the cups and just goes.
And afterwards, we'll have a drink. Fuck you.
Hey, look, you got a handprint. Looks good. You got a head of it too.
I was gonna say, I'll look at him and go, and afterwards we'll have a drink.
With that, though, since there's now. Alright, I believe we've had enough fun for now. How about we get some good warm food and all that?
Oh, but Mom, do we have to? We're having fun.
Fun and food. We need to nourish ourselves.
Alright, you heard her, let's go.
She sets food by you because the little one probably doesn't want to move, so she's got to place like food beside you too.
So definitely, right before the end of the finishing of the paint, she just looks down and puts her whole hand in the way. And right next to it, like, takes the black and draws a little, like, dog figure in there.
Uncle Igor walks by at that time, looks and goes, it looks beautiful. And then he throws his hand out for like the you know what I mean? Like, it looks beautiful, little one. And then he throws his hand out.
Eyes flash yellow. And
Oh.
I missed that. Okay.
She actually walks behind
Sounds like your
Eric
ex-girlfriend.
and she pets him on the head.
No wonder she likes you, because she acts just like the Vera.
I think so too.
You're making a great pop.
But she does grab the food. She's like, it's empty. You too, Eric. She's like, peeks her head down. She's like, you too. You need to eat.
easy enough, you guys do a quick meal. Eat. Easy enough. You don't really need it all.
No.
Say an hour or two passes, eating full times. One more time you hear the big, and not the crowd, but a church bell.
Can we say that, like, because Igor's plan was to, like, wear the kids out and, like, you know, let them have fun so they would kind of crash? Is it safe to say that, like, most of the kids crash, except for probably the fucking Billy Badass kid?
No, not so much crash. More along the lines of, it's not so much they're lethargic.
Yeah.
I mean, they ate a little bit with what they can. I mean, some are exhausted, but they all know we all have to show them.
They don't know what.
We all know we have to go to this funeral thing because it's kind of like a town thing to
Now,
do.
do the small kids have to go to this as well?
I mean, probably the closure for them.
Because I kind of had an idea for that too.
How about you pick her up? And she offers her hand to one of the little ones. We'll all go together.
That part about this is I was originally thinking we should take them, and then my brain was like, don't take them, and then now I'm like, yeah,
That's what she says to the little ones. She's like, you can go with Eric. You guys wish, you can stick with me and Eric, and if Agar wishes to.
Of course.
Uncle Agar,
Exactly.
come with us, and we'll stick with you through all of this. She offers her hand out for the child to take, so she'll walk with them. They'll all kind of like stick together through this.
I throw my arm around the like 15-year-old kid, and as everybody's walking out, I grab a handful of the white paint, and I do his face like mine. And like, I still have my arm around his neck, like not mean, like I said, but like, come here, boy. And then I just fucking hurry up and do his face like mine. Then I smack him on the chest.
So now all these kids come out with face paint.
Just the
They have
15-year-old.
like splatters.
Oh,
all over
yeah.
them.
You see, do them up. You guys, what? You guys all going?
We're taking the kids with us, so just so they can stick with us, since they know they have to.
Are all the kids kind of like painted up now too?
They like have splotches of paint and
Yeah,
stuff on them.
all the kids have like splatters and shit, like goofing around, but the oldest boy, the Billy Badass of the group, he's painted up like me.
Okay.
Derek's gonna have
The like good kid like help
on
up
the
on your
shoulders.
shoulder, like Pike with Grub kind of thing. Yeah.
I never did get your name. What is it? What's it called?
Where's that puppy? I don't know.
Alright.
Huh?
Miranda.
Miranda.
You guys go?
She's gonna like I said, that she's side by side with your kids with us.
Going back to the church, you see mostly everybody's outside. There are a couple bodies still being, or in the process of being put onto this pile. As you guys are all getting in place and find a good, either a good viewpoint or getting the kids close to it. You see, like, Isaac's there, standing on the other side of this pit with the mooring. Doc. Words can't describe what I feel for you. Our town, Barovia itself, has been at war with Strahd and the dead and the undead. As long as I can remember. But we've had a new beginning, as it were, a newfound light. We've heard that Strahd has been defeated by a group of people. Amongst you now. All I can say in this matter is I will do my best to try and defend and help this town grow back and rebuild to the best that I can. I know I'm not the one you want. But hopefully I can be someone you depend on. I know I've done bad things and evil in the past. But hopefully I can turn this around and do some good for once. If you wish to lay stuff with the dead for tokens of your love or your feelings towards anyone that is in here, do so now.
Sad, proud to see. You guys haven't seen him all day. Why you emerge is drink by his side.
Okay.
And what seems to be a specially made longsword. Walks over to the grave. Learned well from you. You did great work. Made stuff for me and my friends. You fixed up some of it. Now allow me to return the favor. Give you one of my specialty blades. Lays it down. Walks away.
Danica comes up and reaches in her back. You can hear like a clasp kind of like undo. And pulls out a very worn, torn tank. It's just your favorite. May it take you to wherever you go. And you're more than accurate, even though I can outdrink you. First one. A couple other people. Slowly, sovereignly, flowers, coin, stuffed animals get thrown into this pit.
The children look like they
Kind of frozen.
She's gonna walk away for a moment and take some flowers. And then comes back and looks at them. Do you wish to place a flower? I can go with you if you wish. And I'll bring you back here. I will not leave your side.
One kind of goes up and plucks one. And soon, like 5 minutes afterwards, like another one comes, and then another comes, and then finish the whole group of kids grappling.
She goes with them.
And you can see that, like,
I go with one too. Just one.
I mean, all of them kind of like, everybody looks around and just has this weird, confounded look.
They're all like splotched in paint.
That they're all like, they all have paint all over them and stuff like that, and they see like Igor, and you walk up with them too, or
Yes,
kind of
they
see
will.
like the bigger ones have like a full decorative, more decorative marks on them. They're kind of like, okay, this is a thing that we're not fully known of. But I mean, a lot of people are not like gossiping about it or calling there. They just kind of like, okay, now we see why. Some are looks of just pity, because these kids are probably burying their parents. And each one by one place one down. And they kind of go back to like the church steps and away from everything. Some are holding like the older girl's hands to kind of like need something to hold on to. As like a moment of silence like washes over. Can you?
Okay, you're gonna have to.
Can you?
Frick, she asked you.
Yeah.
Frick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was looking for something and I lost it. So,
Go to the Godfather. Just let me try that.
you're asking the wrong one, honey, but, so, yeah. I was actually gonna see if you would let me use my wing form for this one.
Good.
So I was gonna cast that and be like, dawn color. These souls have long been weary, and we now let them be embraced by your light. Please welcome them with open arms and give them all the light that they have been missing over these long years. I just ADHD.
No, you're good.
So. Let them gaze upon what all your light has to offer, and let them know that their sacrifices here will not be in vain. We will make a better world for them. I'm not sure how to end that one. So,
She looks to your looks up. And she's going to look this way. And place the hand on my shoulder. My Morrigan, I've sworn to you then, and I swear to them now. When this is over, I will help guide their souls. Those that were weary from the march, and those who are here now, they will be free, and they will be with their gods, and they will be watching over all their families who are here now, and they will have the strength as it washes over them. For they are gone in body, they are not gone in spirit. She walks back.
As you're walking back, Igor picks up his shield and puts it to his chest. He takes his axe down, places it by his foot, and just starts. Looks over to Yuri.
He's going to walk over, thanks to.
Oh no, he's just looking at him anyway.
who's
Just
lighting
in the same
that?
page.
Is it going to be Isaac?
He's just going to.
You hear this large sound of the door behind kind of creak open. Using stick or something, you see Zero kind of walk down, trying his best to walk down. And gets close to you, Isaac, Lara. I've seen death. A lot. For I am one of death, and death is one of me. I do know some things that can help. Kind of like just steadies himself as much as he can. Kind of like tries to take as much of a deep breath as he can. May you hear the wind blow as you set out into this world. May you see the glory of the untamed path among the canopy of trees. May you ride the strength of the river running in your veins, the ocean waves beating in your heart. May you feel her presence in all ways, wild and free. Those with religion know this is the wild mother. That has been said through many times that I've known. Through, I suggest you'd say, an older brother. He taught me the ways of the wild mother. I know it's not something you are familiar with. She is in all things, trees, air, wind, the water. Sometimes you can feel the warm breeze cling to your cheek to let you know that she's there. Man, I miss you. Can't wait to go home. See what you've been up to. Kind of pauses. Brother Rue, I will see. Great toll has befallen us. That is much very true. But I know that there is a balance with things. Yes, we defeated a great evil at the cost of great good lives. So this is keeping the balance. You were born of fire and light. Your wings glide gracefully through the air. If my enemy seeks me, help me smite it thrice. And I will forever walk the gray that you are. Kinda holds out his paw or hand, a small mote of light. Let the lights of all know, just like the great dragon of Arkenfrost. Show the light and feel the heat of warmth, that he is still here, that the Dawn Father is still here, that all deities are still here. And that we can push back whatever darkness is left. Sacred flame. It starts. Cast. You've all fought bravely. Loyal trusts town, the family, the friends. And now I ask that you never rise again as undead or as any manner of dark creatures. This balance, I shudder. Kind of looks at Isaac, and you see Isaac take his demonic hand. Lobs it. And you just see this subtly. It's not like it is forced. He's trying to do it very quiet, but you can see the light spread out as now everything is starting to catch fire and burn.
Let's hear some. Let's see it.
You see a lot of people are just kind of like starting, they get the sobbing, they get the crying, and then after a couple minutes go by, one starts to walk away, three start to walk away, walk away, get either A, back into the church or go to their homes and find some type of solace in this.
Yor walks up to the grave that's burning and stands there and just watches it. Like, not creepily, just stands there and watches it. He looks back towards the boy. Where the hell's the boy at?
Still there. The kid's still there, and they're starting slowly to rub their eyes, paint smearing and shit.
I motion for the boy to come up beside me.
And we're gonna have the kids go back to town. We're just gonna kind of probably get by.
Yeah, I'm gonna like kind of look at you and be like,
Oh, yeah. So she
I want
actually
to motion for the boy to come up beside me.
Okay.
Does he come up beside me? Let's stand there for a minute, just not saying anything. I start doing the shield thing again. And I'll look over at him and on his chest like 3 times. Like I've already told you. It doesn't hurt to show your emotion. We need to help these people protect all those kids that are back there. We need to help protect them. And I will do my darndest to protect you guys as well. I know it's unfair for me to ask you these things, for me to tell you to grow up at such a young age. But you need to help take care of everything. You need to be a man. And then I'm gonna grab him and give him a fucking big ass hug.
man.
Oh shit, put him in a pit.
We saw that.
So I do want to put a little thing in here. Like, as the bodies start burning, I start singing like kind of like female rightish song. I don't have a good one right now. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna start songwriting. Song list empty.
Cover it.
Well, it'll be a no. But yeah, I have to find a good one.
How long is it gonna take for this fire to die out?
Oh.
It's burning a while.
Yeah. I'm going to let loose of the kid, which, once again, I don't know his name yet, but whatever, I don't care. I'm going to let loose of him. Yeah. I'm gonna call him. Never mind.
How do you spell that? A-A-U-A-G-H. Ah.
I'm gonna look at him and go, now, like I said earlier, let's go have that drink. I'm gonna put my arm around him and start walking towards the bar.
Takes a sip. By the time you're coming back, we have like wet rags and we're just like wiping down the kids' faces. Probably find somewhere for them to crash.
Yeah.
Like any of the the rooms are obviously now vacant, so put them up in our room.
Y'all share one bed.
Really? This way. This way.
I mean, if it's like a giant bed.
I'll just grab one bed from the other room and just from the other.
Let's make bunk beds all of a sudden.
Let's
What
not
was
do...
Avor doing?
That's right.
Because Avor has been quiet this entire time.
Yeah.
Roll a perception.
Roll a procession. You're not an instrument.
17.
Little do we know, Abel was in the pit because he's
I need a hand. Wait, come back.
dead as a motherfucker. He's just super dead.
17 plus 2, that'd be 19.
You don't see him.
Oh, he's in the pit. I was right.
Shit!
Would I know that he's like still in the church?
I mean,
I was there the whole time.
he was.
Okay. Like obviously he didn't come out, so I wasn't sure what if he was doing anything at all. He's been silent.
Abel needs some really bad poison. That motherfucker's ash.
But no, you do not
Big scale of 1 to 10.
find him.
I hate you. Mark.
Looking around and off the crowd and all that stuff. When everybody's now leaving, just like you guys were there, the kids, Isaac, and Danica. There's no Abel.
Speaking of Danica, she actually sends word out to her to
Where's that
rent
one
out.
out?
She has something.
She's at the
Oh,
freaking
sorry.
phone.
I didn't know she went back to town.
She never left her. She's staying by the fire.
Then after we've cleaned the children and sent them up to nap time, she stands beside her and just looks in the fire. I spoke with her.
Music's loud.
Sorry, I just get flashbacks from the Titanic right now with this music. So not a plane with you guys.
Well, because this is called record.
Yes, give us more reasons for YouTube to.
No? Can't.
It's all the lyrics.
This is Uppbeats.
I spoke with her before they passed. Asked him if there's anything he wanted to tell me. He said that he wanted to be brave, which we did tell him. He was very far. But he said he explained his care for me. He said that he had cats, an empty cat. Is there one here, one dragon, I believe? It's an empty one. He said there was something in there.
needs it. The company needs the casket. Like,
That'd be.
She kind of like locks arms with her to kind of like make sure she stays stable, or if she falls, she's there with her.
Right. I'll see you again.
Walk to the basket.
Walks by. The rest of you going towards the inn.
I'm staying there.
Church?
Yeah.
I'm going with my boy. And then him's gonna share a drink too. What time?
Okay.
To me, it would be my duty to see out the rights of those who passed.
Well, Igor can't do what he wants to do right now because the fire's going anyway. So
What, dance on the ashes?
Jeez.
He's that asshole.
Are you kidding me? I'd stab him through the brain
What are you
immediately.
Jokes aside.
Me,
Oh,
walking back to the forge.
you're up there with the children and you're set them to sleep. Nice, that one. He's got the rest of them.
What is he doing?
we get into the blue water. And I look at the boy and go, shall we go on?
Yes.
Good. Then I sat down on the one side of the bar. Well, no, I set him down on one side of the bar and I go behind it. And I grab my horn, I fill it up, and I grab the tankard. And I fill it up and I slide it over to him. And I walk in front of him. Cheers.
Rolls a 1.
And I just down it.
He just takes a swig and
I don't put hair on my chest.
It's alright. We'll get used to it.
but trying. Fine going back and Danica kind of goes back and opens up the hatch to go down into the cellar. Goes back and goes to the very back end of it where the casks that you described is. She goes, no. This was the first cask we delivered here. First time Red Dragon Crush was first introduced into this town. Kind of a keepsake. You could tell, you can,
Like she slowly.
yeah. Because you know, funny story is that when we were transporting this case, one of the wheels broke on the wagon and fell. And you could see it really cracked. Because that stupid bastard fucking put a rail on the lip of the cart and then before it's killed. And then kind of like opens it up. And as you open it,
Sorry about you say there's a ring or something there. I'm gonna fall out of it.
is a letter kind of onto the lid, which kind kind of rips it down, opens it up. And says, I know sometimes I'm a coward. It's for a lot of reasons. You have been my mom. You have stayed my course. You have point me in better direction to help myself. And I thank you for that. You know, never thought we knew Strahd was here. We knew the power it held over us and that we would one day die. Either by him or some other group of dun-witted adventurers trying to destroy the evil again.
It's me.
Oh.
But I know that I hope one day the sun will break these darkened clouds and pierce again. And that day, I can finally say I'm home. I'm free. And on that day, I will bend the knee to you. We are the keepers of fools. But the secret should not be ours, it should be everyone's. We help everybody who comes through. So hopefully we will no longer be a scary force. And we can be true with each other. So in being truth, I ask, will you take my hand? And on the bottom of the envelope is a ring. In case of my passing, I left you word that you can survive with. Hopefully that we can do what we need to do to secure our spot with the keepers, to make the place better. So I saved coin for you. Took it out of our stores. Feel bad kind of raising the prices in order to make things happen, but I hope it is enough. At the bottom of the cask is a small chest. She kind of like pulls it down onto the ground better. It's like that stupid son of a bitch. Lifts it up and it's filled to the brim with platinum coins. If you'd only asked sooner. Kind of looks a little. He said yes.
I will tell you this. When my job here is done, I do follow the souls. She thinks for a second. From the conversation she had with the Raven Woman. I plan to stay. And help her build this town. My plans were different. Coming here originally. With everything that I've seen and everything that has happened. And some words from higher power. I found a different place once this is done. The town allows it, you allow it. Perhaps I can help you out once my job is done. I've seen to possibly taken up another man's as it were, to speak. And I'll have a new title soon enough. She kind of like looks down and like looks back up. But that's if you allow it. I wish to help you. Once my job is done.
Hey, I've raised a man-child.
We have one another.
I can take care of myself. It's you who needs looked after. Does he know?
I'm not sure if he knows.
What are you to do next?
Once we're done with the last big push we have.
Will you stop?
I plan to stay here. I've never had a home. My prior life, as you've seen, I've traveled, I've fought, I've been in wars. I've never had a home ever since I was a child. And I think when everything returns back to normal and all is well, I might just finally have a home. And a family. But being here, I guess I could say I consider you family as well. As strange as it is to say, you've always been there with us. Every step we've gone through, one way or another. So I do wish to help you. I'm not saying you can't do it yourself, but I wish to help this town too. Because again, I want this to be my home.
Well, that's good. Hopefully with this, we can rebuild Blue Water and maybe add an addition. Or something. Seems I'm not only the keeper of an inn, but now I guess you'd say a mother to these kids.
I think we've taken one in too. One's very fond of that.
Well, hopefully we can we'll add these additions one day. But it's late. I need to drink.
I do too.
So let's have a cup
Yes.
until we pass.
Yeah. And we both just slowly walk out. Because you kind of got an inkling where you got a smile, but like you may or may not know. Still, no, everybody else is.
They're still upstairs.
Miss, ma'am, you are going to be consuming alcohol in your state?
They've done back in the day.
That would be the way of fucking.
What?
Nothing. Got an idea.
You're up to something again, you son of a bitch.
I always
So
know.
going back up,
Danny goes like, I got great news, blah, 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 blah. I'll take it.
she pulls up this like
Garrett
you see
walks
her
down,
like
"Oh,
carrying a
percentage
chest
check."
upstairs and putting it down. And
So you're drinking, you might be like,
going and filling up a big old pitcher and then pouring tankards for everybody. It's all we have lost.
She puts me down and smiles. You're
Alright, join the group. Are they sleeping yet?
Gets ready to walk away and one just grabs him and goes, I can't move. Bring it with you.
I mean, I would say they were all upstairs and they scattered within the rooms, sleeping, and I guess what I say with that girl. Kind of like she's like you're laying down with her, and then you pull. Roll me a goddamn stealth.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Slowly,
Oh,
like,
this
put up
should
the
Or
pillow
roll
there
me a dex to see how well you can move
from this little child in a bed.
away from this little girl
She a goddamn ninja.
without like disturbing her. Let's see if Eric has some cat-like reflexes.
He's not Zeor.
Okay, some dog-like reflexes. I'm sneaky
It's gonna be like that video of the chicken and chasing the dog.
Because of the nightshade armor, I get advantage on stealth checks 19+2.
Damn. Swap a
Good
pillow
enough
there.
to not disturb a sleeping child, and you hear him coming down the stairs.
Do they?
Nope.
No, we do.
No,
So is
do
there-
we?
By this time, is everyone there?
21. I mean, the only one that would remotely hear that is Ryder.
This fucking fly fart hearing.
I mean, Igor's looking
Yeah,
at the
I mean,
steps,
that
waiting
was
for his
pretty
brother to come down anyway. Whatever you said, come down. So he's like looking. As soon as you're like crest the steps, he's gonna go.
This is fucking 3 sheets to the wind already.
Pulls a Jimmy Neutron.
Similar.
Yarrick, I'm to come down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Still the quack quack.
So, again, coming down. Sit around. You guys have been here before. Sit around the table after you guys have lost another comrade. Now losing half the town. Some dear friends. Still somewhere unaccounted for. You guys drink.
Does Abler show up yet? No.
Still on there.
But her brother's still here? No. Minus Damari. She picks up a tanker after Danica's talk, and she's like,
Skull.
now I have a toast of my own. It's a new life. Looks at everybody just swig. And you're like,
No, like no. Whenever it happens, like you say new life, and Igor's like,
a dim bulb.
yeah, and then like literally, it's like.
Even like even Zeor's just we celebrated death. Now who's new?
And then like it's still just trying to register Igor. He's like,
And she holds her hand out to you.
Felix, not.
No.
He's always been with
And then
us.
just goes like this.
You ever watch 22 Jump Street?
I know. And then I'm gonna go like this to where
No, actually, before she does to new life part, she calls you a bummer, does that, and says to new life. Or she
in
goes to
one moment. So this would be a great ending as your hand is over her. She moves it. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
And at that point in time, it triggers the Igor, and like 22 Jump Street, he just goes, "Oh fuck!" and throws the tanker backwards, and literally just dive bombs you. Just fucking wraps
She
you
goes
up,
like this, and
takes
she's
you
like,
to
"Don't
the
you fucking
ground,
with the children."
takes you to the ground, and goes, "You fucking dog, you motherfucker, you!" and just keeps hitting you.
Who do they have with the
Like
tanker?
not like mad, but like happy.
But no, as you're yelling, she literally looks at you and she's like, looks up the stairs, looks back there, "Don't you fucking wake those children
That's
up."
I take the
I
tanker.
won't just, and I just keep hitting him, and I give him a big fucking hug,
You owe me another drink, you son of a bitch.
and then I get up, and I look at Eric and go, "You're fucking drinking with me now."
And with At least the dim light of hope in life fills everybody. You can just see around the table, everybody's cracking that smile and holds up a drink and takes a swig and just smiling, you know, not to wake children, but it's like slowly laughing and being a little giddy on that. And that's where we'll end tonight. So a little more of a string of hope as it gets more and more there.
You can't say that right now.
Come back next week as we prepare for the ritual to be.
It's gonna be humdinger.
Us?
So from us at the D20 Misfits,
Good night.
Good night.